Hey, what's up, everyone? Giving another quick update. Had a couple things this week as far as treatment updates go, and as usual, got actually a decent stack of packs. So this might be a little heavier as far as Pokemon goes, because as far as updates go, I did have the PET scan Monday, and then meeting with Sloan Kettering on Wednesday, but nothing like groundbreaking in regards to those things. So I'll get into that, but fair warning that I've got 13 packs and not a ton to go over as far as updates, which is a good thing. It was a good week, and I felt like ripping some packs. So feel free to jump off if you're only here for the cancer updates. And yeah, so Monday we had the PET scan. Again, nothing too crazy there. Went in, it was like 2 hours. And we'll hear the results back Tuesday. They said basically, if there's anything like super serious, they'll give me a call, and I haven't gotten a call. So, fingers crossed that it doesn't mean that they didn't find anything, but it also is a good sign that they haven't called. So, positive things there for sure. No news is good news. And there was no like side effects or anything from that, so pretty, like I said, pretty easy in and out. And then yesterday we went into New York, which went to Sloan Kettering. That was a bit of a nightmare with the traffic, but got to meet with Dr. Diaz. He was seemed like a really, really good guy. Appreciated him meeting with us. He's basically like, oh, let's go, what a pull. That's awesome. Mega Floette, I think, is the SIR, one of the rarest cards in the set. Having super, super great luck on these streams, or on these videos. But yeah, so met with him. And he basically said everything that Jefferson's doing is exactly the care that I would be getting at Sloan Kettering. They kind of co-signed the treatment, and I asked about like if there's anything better that we can be doing. He said honestly, Full Fox is the best treatment we have. There's some things down the line that we can discuss further if needed, but everything that you're doing is right. They did get me in touch with their like under 40 program, which is something that we were interested as well. As I had said before, more and more people are getting cancer under 40, and they have a program specific, to that, as far as mental health services, fertility stuff, all kinds of different resources specific to people my age. So, they sent that over, and I'll go through that, and again, just a really reassuring conversation. He's the head of like hard tumor oncology at Sloan Kettering. So, and he was at Johns Hopkins as a colorectal oncologist there. So, like, really, really smart guy, awesome guy to be connected with. And all good things, coming out of him. So it went about as well as we could have expected. Like I said, we'll get the results hopefully on next Tuesday when I go in for my second treatment. I did speak with the dietitian today. She checked in just to see how everything was going, post chemo treatment. Told her everything was good. So, again, like, no news is good news situation. It's all positive right now. I still feel good. I'm actually gonna try to go golfing tomorrow with a couple buddies. We'll see how that goes. Swinging a club at like 30% effort, but they said be active, and so gonna get out, and it's supposed to be beautiful out tomorrow. So just gonna go have a good time, and if I end up just riding along in the cart because I'm still recovering from the surgery. Oh, nice, another full art. Very cool card. Then I end up riding around in the cart, but it'll be good just to get out. We've had some great weather the last 2 days, and I've gotten out a little bit, but tomorrow will be good to just like kind of walk around, and yeah. So like I said, that's pretty much it for the for the treatment updates, you know, I've got a couple more packs here that I'll continue to open up, but appreciate everybody, you know, again, well wishes and donations and stuff like that has just been awesome. And, you know, I've heard from so many people that I hadn't heard from in a very long time. I think some people had been waiting to reach out, just, you know, give me some time, which, you know, obviously I appreciate, but honestly, like, you know, I as you can tell, I'm still handling this very well. So, you know, please, if you want to reach out and have it, like, feel free to. I am, you know, I appreciate all the well wishes, and like I said, it's been great to hear from, you know, friends that I haven't talked to in a long time. Yeah, so keep ripping along here. Like I said, these the Chaos Rising is one of the newer sets. I opened another ETB. I had ordered a couple online and one was ripped, so made it a little easier to determine that I was going to open that up on video. So, oh, another one of these. Let's go. This is awesome. Wow. So I actually, I know I said I pulled this box is doing us great here. So I now have 2 of this Xerneas card, which is one of the best looking artworks in the set. So both of which, you know, awesome. All right. Like I said, I gotta keep opening all these packs on camera. I get every good card that I pull is on camera, and anytime I try to open packs now off camera, which hasn't been often because I've been trying to save them for these videos, but I have a couple times, you know, went and opened a couple packs and have pulled absolutely nothing. So we will continue the trend of making sure all opened packs are on camera. All right, I got, and then so I had that Chaos Rising ETB, and then I ordered a Shrouded Fable, which is a bit of an older set, but they were up on Amazon for a really good price, and I ordered 2 of them because they come with a promo that is a really cool card I can show in a second. I opened the box to get the packs out because I didn't want to, you know, waste time on camera doing that. All right. But yeah, so we'll get into Shrouded Fable, but this is that promo. Really, another really cool, like, full art card of a Pokemon called King Gambit. But yeah, so I got 4 more packs of Shrouded Fable. This is a set that is, like, fun to open because it's not too expensive. But hopefully we'll get a couple good cards in here. Well, I skipped to the end and pulled a full art trainer, so very cool. We'll get that sleeved up. And yeah, so second treatment will be Tuesday, and, you know, in talking with the dietitian today, she did say, you know, I potentially feel side effects like a little bit more next week, but, you know, still hopefully going to be pretty mild as far as I think I see an E-spec, yeah, pink card. So these are pretty cool, but nothing too crazy. Sleeve that up, and then I got 2 more to get through here. More than 1 card at a time. All right, nothing there, and then we got 1 more pack. All right. Thank you again if you've hung around this long to watch me just open packs. Appreciate everybody who has, like I said, checked in on these videos, checked in with me. It's been again great to have so many people, you know, involved. Awesome. Well, like I said, had some awesome hits again from from the videos. These are the 3 like ones that we actually pulled. These 2 are really, really cool. So awesome. But yeah, thanks again, everyone. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. And I'll have an update after chemo next week. See ya.